Welcome back, friends. I hope you guys are having a great morning so far, and I can't wait to keep learning with you. So, are you ready to learn our new theme for this week? Good, I was hoping you'd say yes. Our new theme for this week has to do with something I've been noticing outside. You know, it's springtime, and last week we talked about what? Do you remember? Flowers, yes. Last week we talked about flowers because right now in the springtime, we are starting to see all of the flowers grow again. But I've started to notice something else outside. I have started to notice that there are some little things that have been flying around in the air and buzzing about. Do you know what I could be talking about? Let's think. What flies and says buzz? Yes, I just heard you call out a whole bunch of different bugs. Yes, all of the bugs are starting to come back out. I've been seeing some bees and some flies and even some butterflies and some worms. I've been seeing so many bugs coming around outside. And you know, bugs are super important in the spring because what do they help the flowers do? Yes, the bugs are helpers to the flowers because they take the pollen from one flower and bring it somewhere else to help the other plants grow. So bugs are very, very important for our earth. And you know, when I was thinking about bugs, it reminded me of one of my favorite authors. Remember, an author is the person who writes the words of the book. And I know an author named Eric Carle. Can you say that with me? Ready? Eric Carle. Very good. He is one of my favorite authors, and he has a couple of books where there are bugs in the books. So I thought maybe this week we could read some of his books that have bugs in them, since we're starting to notice some bugs outside. And we could take a look at what's inside those books. What do you think? Would you like to do that with me? Great. So we're going to start today with a book called The Lonely Firefly. Do you see this bug right here? Do you see it? That is a firefly. Now, we haven't seen many fireflies around my house yet. Fireflies usually come out more towards the summer, but I thought this would be a good book to start because in this book, this firefly is searching for our word of the week, which is friend. Very good. In this book, we're about to hear how the firefly goes looking for a friend. So I thought we should start the week with this book. Does that sound like a good idea? Okay, I have a video we're gonna watch of the book and it shows the pictures and they move around and stuff. So you have to pay close attention to what's going on the screen so you don't miss anything special. Can you do that? Great, so we're gonna put our listening ears on, boop boop, and we're gonna put our looking eyes on, and now we're ready to see our book.
The Very Lonely Firefly by Eric Carle. As the sun set, a little firefly was born. It stretched its wings and flew off into the darkening sky. It was a lonely firefly, and it flashed its light, searching for other fireflies. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a light bulb, lighting up the night.
Hear that noise?
The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a candle, flickering in the night.
What's going on?
The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a flashlight shining in the night.
Quiet out there.
The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a lantern glowing in the night.
What is it?
Hey, stop fighting!
The firefly saw several lights and flew toward them. But they were not other fireflies. There was a dog and a cat and an owl, their eyes reflecting the lights. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a car's headlights flooding the night.
Look!
Wow!
It's
It's
beautiful.
beautiful.
The firefly saw many lights and flew toward them. But they were not other fireflies. They were fireworks, sparkling, and glittering, and shimmering in the night. When all was quiet, the firefly flew through the night, flashing its light, looking and searching again. Then the very lonely firefly saw what it had been looking for. A group of fireflies flashing their lights. Now the firefly wasn't lonely anymore. The end.
Wow, friends, did you guys enjoy that book? I love reading that book. I have a question for you. In the beginning of our book, our lonely firefly was not happy, was he? He was what? Sad. Yeah, he was kind of sad. Can you show me your best sad face? Do you know why our firefly was sad? Well, it was because he was lonely. Have you ever felt lonely before? I have felt lonely before too. When we're lonely, it's usually when we're by ourselves and there's no friends or no mommies or daddies or brothers or sisters around to play with us. So it makes us feel lonely. And feeling lonely is not the best feeling. So our firefly friend took a trip and he was looking for other fireflies. And he was going to find them by finding their lights, because our fireflies light up. But along the way, he found other things that light up, didn't he? Yeah, he saw a candle, a car, a dog, an owl, so many things. And in the end, what did he find? He found other fireflies. He went looking for a friend and he found so many firefly friends to go light up the night sky with. That's so nice to hear that the firefly found a friend, our word of the week. So, my friends, now you guys have an opportunity to use some of the materials that I sent mommy or daddy last night on Class Dojo. So I sent them a bunch of different worksheets that you can use to help practice your scissor cutting and to help you practice your writing and even your cutting and gluing and coloring and matching. There's so many different things you can do with the worksheets today. So I'd love to see what you guys do. So once you make a worksheet, make sure you send me a picture so I can see what you're doing. And you can use any of the worksheets that I sent mommy or daddy, or you can even use all of them. Look at that. So it's up to you. Remember, we get better the more we practice. So the more we practice our scissor skills and our writing and our coloring and cutting and pasting, the better we'll get. And you'll be able to show me everything you learned while we've been at online school next time we're together, okay? All right. Well, our day has come to an end. So now it's time for us to sing our what? Goodbye song. Very good. So let's tap those knees. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Bye-bye, butterfly. See you again next time. See you again next time. Yay. All right. Good job, friends. Well, I will see you all tomorrow. But until then, remember, I love you guys. See you tomorrow.